Welcome to the Greater Philadelphia Center. Welcome to the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, your transformation station where we offer spiritual tools for human challenges. I'm Maxine Kay, spiritual leader, and wherever you may happen to be on your spiritual path, you're so welcome here. We teach and we practice the science of mind principles. This is a constructive and dynamic philosophy of living as we choose to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence, and we seek to create a world that works for all. Our purpose statement, and perhaps you would like to join me in saying it, is living, loving, learning, spirituality that works. And now our opening song was written by Michael Gott, and it's going to be sung to you by a past performance of our very own GPCSL music team. Nice way to begin. Now why don't we enter into meditation together for a short time. Let's just settle comfortably into the center of love that's within our hearts. Allow yourself to be embraced by the all-loving, caring, compassionate heart of God. So we'll settle comfortably into the center of love within our hearts. Allow yourself to be embraced by the all-loving, caring, compassionate heart of God. Enter deeply into Source. Feel the safety, the renewal, the wholeness, and the new possibilities for you. Open your mind to the timeless wisdom that is within and all around you. Open your heart to the evolutionary vision we are creating together. And come deeply into this center and simply come into the sacred silence. Listen with your heart, the ear of your heart, to hear what love and wisdom have to say to you today. And continue to listen to the love within and the wisdom that guides. As we continue together to co-create something beautiful. And know with me that all is well in your world. All is well in the greater world. All is well. And now I would like to invite our practitioner, Joe Lurquin, to open us up with spiritual mind treatment this morning.
Good morning. Welcome to this Sunday celebration. My name is Joe Lurquin. I will start this with an affirmation by Reverend Dr. Margaret Stoltz. I give my gifts every day with joy. My mind is clear. Circuit open to love's inspiration. I deliberately keep my thoughts uncluttered as I live in partnership with the infinite guidance. I focus on the mental law. Enlightened thoughts, clear ideas designed to produce good. I will state this treatment in the first person. You may take it for yourself if you wish. I know that there is only one source, one law, one infinite intelligence. I know that I am the Spirit of God. I know that God is always with me. I live in the now and am mindful of the one mind, one body that is God. I know the light of God is within me, glowing brighter each day, leading me to a greater experience of the beauty of life. I am knowing and affirming love, joy, power, and peace, and celebrate this moment each day this season. I am grateful for this knowing, this center and joyful expression of this teaching. I release this into the law knowing that dwells within me and within each of us, knowing all is accomplished, and so it is.
Thank you, Joe. Now, this is demonstration time, and it's an opportunity to share something beautiful that's taken place as a result of our beautiful philosophy, our expanded and deepened consciousness, and something wonderful has taken place. You know that with COVID, we have learned to do things differently. We've not been able to meet together for some time, but we still connect with each other, don't we? Because we know how to connect with you over the airwaves, on the internet, on Zoom, on our live stream. And we're also able to do things we didn't know we could do. For instance, we received 2 beautiful new members, and we're going to show you now this wonderful ceremony that was pre-recorded, and you'll get to experience the joy of it now. Welcome to the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living virtual new member ceremony. This is a first. Typically, we receive new members right here in our center on the platform. And today, we're doing this virtually because it's the way we do everything at the moment, isn't it? Well, New Member Sunday is always a special joy and a delight for me because something takes place when other beautiful lights, like the 2 we are receiving today, decide to bring their light with our greater light, and the whole thing just becomes shinier. So we're so grateful that today I'm going to now call forward our Board of Trustees, President, and all of the members, and our two new beautiful members, Laurel Barr and Bo Smith. And so at this point, I'd like to make sure you know everybody. Our board president is Karen Davis. Our vice, oh yay! Our vice president is Payson. Our
Oh,
hello, yes. See, they can talk. Our secretary is, where is she? Edie Janik. Don't be shy. Okay. And our board members are Jeffrey Messino, Elise Riggs, Tina Richards. Did I say Edie Janik? John Zoll.
Good morning, everyone.
And Linda O'Neill. There we all are. Wonderful. So this is a very special opportunity. Something changes. You know, the benefits of membership are many, but the main one, I believe the main one, is feeling that you belong to a caring community of conscious, compassionate people who are working together to make a difference in your life, in our lives, and in the world itself. So now I'd like to invite up to read to you the Declaration of Principles that Ernest Holmes wrote long time ago, 100 years ago, probably close, by Reverend Mike Gerdes.
Thank you, Dr. Maxine. These are the Declaration of Principles. We believe in God, the living Spirit Almighty, one indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. This one manifests itself in and through all creation, but is not absorbed by its creation. The manifest universe is the body of God. It is the logical and necessary outcome of the infinite self-knowingness of God. We believe in the incarnation of the Spirit in all people, and that all people are incarnations of the one Spirit. We believe in the eternality, the immortality, and the continuity of the individual soul forever and ever expanding. We believe that the kingdom of heaven is within us, and that we experience this kingdom to the degree that we become conscious of it. We believe the ultimate goal of life to be a complete emancipation from all discord of every nature, and this goal is sure to be attained by all. We believe in the unity of all life and that the highest God and the innermost God is one God. We believe that God is personal to all who feel this indwelling presence. We believe in the direct revelation of truth through the spiritual and intuitive nature of each person, and that anyone may become a revealer of truth who lives in close contact with the indwelling God. We believe that the universal spirit, which is God, operates through a universal mind, which is the law of God, and that we are surrounded by this creative mind, which receives the impress of our thought and acts upon it. We believe in the healing of the sick through the power of this mind. We believe in the control of conditions through the power of this mind. We believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the eternal givingness of life to all. We believe in our own soul, our own spirit, and our own destiny, for we understand that the life of all is God.
Thank you, Reverend Mike. I don't think Ernest Holmes could have read that any more perfectly. That was beautiful. So I'd like to ask our beautiful new members to be Laurel Barr and Bo Smith. Do you find yourself in agreement with those principles?
yes.
Good. Then I would ask you to repeat after me if you're comfortable in doing so. I commit
I commit
to myself
to
to
myself
myself
and to the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living
and to the
and to
Greater
the Greater
Philadelphia
Center
Center for Spiritual Living
Living
that I intend
that I
that I
intend
to live the principles of science of mind to the best of my ability,
to live
live
to
the
the
principles
principles of the
science
science
of
of mind
mind
to the
to the
best of
best
my
of my
ability,
ability,
to participate in this spiritual community
to
to
participate
participate in
in the
spiritual
community
community
with an open heart and mind,
with an
with
open
an open heart
and
and
mind,
mind,
to be receptive
to be
be
receptive
receptive
to the good that is here for me,
to the good
to
that is
good that
here
is here
for
for
me,
me,
to bring the best of myself
to bring the
bring the
best of
best of
myself
myself
to each activity,
to each
each
activity,
activity,
and to add my light
and to
and to add my light
to the greater light of this beloved community.
to the
to the
greater
greater
light
light
of this
beloved
beloved community.
community.
That wasn't so hard, was it? May I ask President Karen Davis to speak whatever she wishes to speak to these two beautiful new members?
Well, thank you very much. And I always find this so exciting because it's an opportunity for you to find your spiritual home. And I know it's changed my life, and I'm knowing the same for you all. And when I was thinking about it today, I actually looked up the definitions of join, which is to unite or closely associate, and member, which is to be a part of the whole. And I think my favorite was to belong. There's something wonderful about belonging, and you now belong to us and we to you. And the definition is to find yourself in the proper situation. And so I think that you have found that. And so we joyously welcome you to our spiritual community and our family, knowing that you will be welcomed and you belong, and we are thrilled to have you.
Beautiful.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Bo, would you care to say a word or two?
Oh, I'm absolutely delighted to be a part of this community. It has been a few years since I was last a part of a CSL community, and through my interactions with the Saturday morning study group, as well as now two of the classes, I've been getting to know a number of you, and it's a beautiful community, I can definitely tell. And I'm very delighted and pleased and honored to be able to join with you. So thank you for having me.
Thank you, Bo. Laurel, would you like to speak a word or two?
Well, this is something that's very new to me, to belong, for my own personal beliefs, to belong to a community. And I am very grateful that I have found you and you have found me. And the people that I've gotten to know, I respect very much and enjoy. And I look forward to when we can all meet together, not not over the Zoom. And each person I meet has brought a unique personality and beliefs, and I very much appreciate it. I enjoy my classes very much, and I thank you. And I look forward to a long and fruitful experience.
Yes.
Beautiful. You see how wonderful these two beautiful new members are. And I have gotten to know them well and adore them. And I'm so, so grateful you're part of us. And as President Karen said, and that we're a part of you. So let's have a prayer of dedication. Oh, beloved presence of God, what a joy it is to open our hearts and our minds and to realize that we live and dwell and have our being in the great cosmic heart of God itself. And these two beautiful people who have chosen to align themselves, heart and soul, with us, Bo and Laurel, are so beautifully blessed by the presence of love and wisdom that guides and directs them as it guides and directs each one of us. And so we declare that from this moment on, the light is brighter, that the possibilities are greater, and that something beautiful is always unfolding within their lives and within the life of the Greater Philadelphia Center for Community. This is for spiritual living, and this is a beautiful opportunity. It is only the beginning, and what a beautiful beginning it is for this and so much more. We bless them, we give thanks, we are grateful, and we release this prayer to God's perfect law. So we say together, and so
So
it
it
is.
is.
Now, normally we would have the entire community receiving you with stomping and shouting and all of that. Today, your board members are now going to stomp and shout May I ask you if you would like to receive Bo Smith and Laurel Barr as new members in this community?
Yes.
Yes.
Woo-hoo!
Yay.
And so it is. And now we'll have a closing song written and performed by Emily Zoll.
Shifting sand, shifting plans. This world's so uncertain, try to understand. Changing waves every day. Who's there to guide me when I make this change? I stop and look back, 'cause I learned from my past. I've always been right on track. I am right where I belong. I am right where I belong. It may seem like it's all arranged. There is a plan that's turning page by page. I am safe, 'cause it's only change. Time sure moves quickly, but I stay the same. I stop and look back, 'cause I learned from my past. I've always been right on track. I am right where I belong. I am right where I belong. If life is shaped by our choices each day, how do I know the way? It's who I am, not where I go. It's the people I meet and the kindness I show. I am right where I belong. I am right where I belong. I am right where I belong. I am right where I belong.
Thank you all, and we will see you very soon. Very, very soon. We love you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
That was a beautiful demonstration, don't you think? I'm so grateful for that. Let's say our affirmation together, shall we? I am an individualized expression of the one infinite intelligence, knowing itself by means of me. I consciously co-create with Spirit, revealing heaven on earth, here and now. Hi, kids. Can I talk to you for a couple of minutes? Thank you. You know, I grew up going to Sunday school. And of course, you remember, although it's been many months since we've all been here together, you remember going to Fun Day School. Doesn't that sound a lot more delightful? Well, I know you had a good time, you learned a lot, and you continue to use all the things that you learned there. Learned that God is everywhere, that God is within you, that God is within everybody, and everywhere around and between and among us. And we learned how to find that loving presence and to use it in our lives for good. And you also learned that because you are a very important part of the divine heart and mind of God, that you are amazing. So I just want to remind you today that you are amazing. And now, scoot along. Oh, no, you might want to stay today because you know and love our guest speaker. That's up to you. I would like to introduce to you our speaker today, who's going to be speaking about In the Beginning. As you know, our annual theme from Centers for Spiritual Living is Timeless Wisdom, Evolutionary Vision. And our January theme, and today's the last day of January, is Back to Basics, Forward to Foresight. And there is nobody better to share these basic principles with you, to inspire you today. You know him, you love him. Please welcome Reverend Mike Gerdes.
Thank you, Dr. Maxine, and hello, everybody. This is fabulous. I'm delighted to be with you today. And wasn't that great to have Laurel Barr and Bo Smith join our family? That just brought God bumps to me. You know, one of the things that I had a chance to do was read the Declaration of Principles, and they mean a lot to me. But one of the things that I found when I came into our teaching, and maybe you found this too, is how do you tell your neighbors, how do you tell your family what this teaching is that you've gotten into? I mean, for a while I was carrying around a copy of the Declaration of Principles, and that was kind of a hard thing to remember or to get people to sit long enough to listen to. So I thought about it, and I came up with 3 concepts, and I'm going to share those concepts with you. One is all is in God, and God is all there is. And the second one was, as the great, the good, and the wise have all taught, as you believe, so it is done unto you. And the third, we've got a duty in life, or something we're drawn to do, and that's to love and live more fully. So what my purpose today is to help us realize a deeper unity with this thing called God, or this thing called Spirit, and to recognize our purpose and to dare to be great. So let's start off with all is in God and God is all there is. You know, sometimes it's really difficult for us to think that we're really a part of, or we're an aspect of, or we are that thing expressing by means of us. Now, maybe you've heard some people say, I'm a part of God. I don't believe that, because I would ask myself, what part are you? Are you the foot? Are you the head? Are you the hand? And then I've heard some people say, I am God. I've heard some very dear minister friends of mine say that. But then they say, you're God too. And I get what they're coming from, but if I go around telling people I am God, I'm pretty sure that the little men in the white coats are going to come to me pretty soon. And I'm more comfortable saying I am of God. I am of God. Because God is all there is. I am of God. You are of God. All is of God. Now, what happens sometimes is we make a mistake of thinking of our thinker, feeler, perceiver. This is the little ego. This is the realm. This is where the head thinks thoughts, the heart feels emotions, and the body perceives objects. And we think that we're that. We think we're the thinker, feeler, perceiver. And so what happens is like in yesterday's class, a gentleman that has had over 25 years of classes, he says, I've always had an issue, or I've always had a question as to why, if we're a part of that which is, and that if that which is changeless, how come we get older? How come we die? And I pointed out that who we really are is not that thinker, feeler, perceiver. We're not the head, the heart, the body. We are that which expresses through all that. Because we're not the head. We're not the thinker. Because realize there are times when, if you're asleep, or there's times when you're meditating, that thoughts go away. So you're not your thoughts. And you say, well, maybe I'm my feelings. Well, I can't be my feelings, because I know my feelings change depending on whether I had a underdone potato or not. or if somebody smiles at me. My feelings change all the time. That my feelings change with the weather. So that can't be really who I am. And I think most of us recognize we're not our bodies, because our bodies change all the time. You know, if you get your hair cut, you're still you. If you grow up, you're still you. If you get older, you're still you. The body changes. It's not really who you are. It's not the changeless aspect of who you are. Who you are and who I am is that eternal presence that expresses through that animates that head, that heart, that body, that brings us the thoughts, the feelings, and the perceptions. That's who we really are. So, that being said, we could say, okay, so what is my purpose in life? And I know some of our purposes in life is to go out and do great things. You know, we want to build empires. We want to be big men on Wall Street, or actors. We want that applause. We want that people to love us and care for us and tell us how great we are. And that's all super. But it's really not what our purpose is. I once was in the music business for quite a while. I went to college for music. I was playing in road bands. And then one day I recognized that what I was doing it for was the applause. Once I recognized I was doing it for the applause, I recognized that purpose wasn't worthy of what I was putting into it. Not to say that it wasn't great to entertain people, but that's not what I felt Spirit had in store for me. So I left the music business. So, what is our purpose? Dr. Holmes on page 270 of the Science of Mind textbook says, it does not matter if we pass on tonight that anybody knew that we ever lived. Now drink that in. Can you imagine what a burden lifted to know that it doesn't matter if we had ever lived? He says that all that matters is that while we live, because wherever we go from here, we will keep on living. So what are we here to do? Well, the universe exists, we're told, because of some desire of Spirit to express itself. And you and I are here as individualizations of that Spirit to express that which we divinate, which actually comes to us, which those desires that express the greater idea of life and love that come to us. That's what we're here to do. What's it in your future? What's it in your heart that's drawing you forth to express a greater idea of life and love? What is it in you that's asking you to be more than you've done before? You know, if you wonder what God's will for you is, ask yourself, does this bring to the greater idea? Does this add to the greater idea of life? Does this express greater love? And does it harm no one? If it does, then if you make up your mind, you'll know God's will for you. It all comes down to making up your mind, making a choice. As you believe, so it is done unto you. As you believe, so it is done unto you. That means that while it may sound like it, the science of mind is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Because it's not a matter of getting, it's a matter of giving. It's an opportunity for us to experience that love that we are, to express that love we are. And if we're going to do that, we're not going to be running around trying to get stuff or take stuff from people. We're going to be looking for a higher commitment, a higher thing to do. So if we embrace our oneness, and if we abandon ourselves to that which Spirit wants us to do, how can we dare to be great? Some people say that rather than being concerned with our smallness, we're actually concerned with the potential we have for greatness. I don't know if that's so or not, but I do know this. It doesn't matter if we do great things. What matters is if I do or you do or we do things with great love, no matter what that is, with a purpose to serve God and our fellow man and woman. Whatever it is that we do, whatever task it is we do, if we do out of an earnest desire to express love, to do good, we're doing great work. I know that the more that we find ourselves being really, truly who we really are, who you and I truly are, that I am, we're expressing the greatness that we are. So, if God is all there is, and I'm an individualization of that, my life is perfect because God's life is perfect. And I can allow myself to be open and receptive to divine ideas that allow me to make a difference in this world. But at the same token, I'm in this world not for the applause and the aplomb, but to support Spirit in its expression. To love more, to care more, to be kinder. What is it in front of you that's calling forth in you to be kinder, to be more loving? Perhaps you could take the job you've got right now and have a different attitude with it. It's amazing what happens if I am doing something and I choose to think of myself as doing something because I want to rather than I have to. How many times have you said, I have to do the dishes? Hey, for me, doing the dishes is a delight because that meant I ate. How many times do we look at what we have to do and recognize these are really privileges that a lot of people don't get an opportunity to do? We get to do. How hard is it for us to change our attitude as to what it is that we're doing and why it is that we're doing? Can you embrace that what you're doing, whether it's shoveling snow, some of us are going to be doing that later, or helping out our neighbor, cooking food, buying groceries, selling groceries, whatever it is that you do, recognizing you're doing this for a higher purpose. You're doing this more than just to get your, to get your hourly wage or to put in your time so that someday you'll retire. You're doing this so that you can better serve Spirit. You can better serve your fellow man and woman. You're here doing what God wants to do by means of you. When I show up in the day and I said, God, you're my boss. Guide me, direct me, show me what to do. And I abandon myself to Spirit, knowing that it guides me and directs me a whole lot better than I could figure out myself. And if I embrace an idea and not worry about the conditions around that idea. A lot of us come up with ideas, but we say, well, I can't do that because I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm a male, I'm a female. Well, maybe having a child. Actually, that's not true. I know a member of our congregation that had a child not long ago. But the point of it is, if there's a condition that you perceive that's stopping you from being that which it is that you say you want, that you earnestly want, you're dealing in secondary cause. Now, secondary cause is the realm of doubts, fears, all those things that say you can't do it. But if we turn back to what's called first cause, if we turn back to the absolute and recognize that those ideas that are coming to us are God's will for us, and if we keep our mind focused on those ideas and not abandon them, we can rest assured, we can be confident that that good is now becoming real in our lives. It's now coming true to us. One of my favorite teachers, a gentleman teacher by the name of Dr. J. Scott Neal, he said, instead of waiting for your dreams to come true to your dreams. I think it's time for us to come true to our dreams. I think it's time for us to embrace our oneness, because we truly are. And to abandon ourselves to Spirit's guidance. And most importantly, allow Spirit, allow God to have a good time by means of us, because that's what we're here to do. And so begins the lesson. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Mike. Fun and wonderful. Boy, it's good to hear from him because he goes right back to the beginning and the absolute truth of all of us. I love it. Now we're going to have an offertory. This is an opportunity to share your good with this beloved center, and it is your gifts that continue to keep us bringing you the good news. And there are many ways you can contribute right up there on your screen. Will you join me in speaking the prosperity celebration as we take our gift, either figuratively or literally, in our hands? Hold them to our hearts if you wish, and let's speak our affirmation together. I choose to celebrate prosperity. Divine love blesses my gift. It is my acceptance of God as the source of my abundant supply. With joy and gratitude, I share my abundance with this center. In doing so, I am one with the law of circulation. My tithe goes forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless. It returns to me multiplied abundantly, and I am prospered, and so it is.
God is all there is. God is all there is. God is all there is. In the beginning, is all there is. God is all there is. God is all there is. In the beginning, God. Jesus said that I and my Father are one. We're made in the image and likeness of the one. Since God is what we are, let God be what we show. Let's see the God in every face, everywhere we go. God is all there is. God is all there is. God is all there is. In the beginning, God. Oh, God is all there is. God is all there is. God is all there is. In the beginning, God. Your mind is divine, and the garden of your soul. Plant love, faith, and happiness, and witness what unfolds from the beauty of creation. Reflected in your eyes, you see heaven right here on earth, and you live in paradise. God is all there is. God is all there is. God is all there is. In the beginning, God. God is all there is. God is all there is. God is all there is. In the beginning, God. Omnipresence manifesting cosmic unity. The ins and outs, the ups and downs, and everything in between. I'm the intelligence, orchestrating relativity. The power of creation is His gift to you and me. God is all there is. God is all there is. God is all there is. In the beginning, God. God is all there is. God is all there is. God is all there is. In the beginning, God. God is all there is. God is all there is. God is all there is. In the beginning, God. God is all there is. God is all there is. God is all there is. In the beginning, God.
Hi everybody, my name is Elise and I'm on your Board of Trustees, and it is my pleasure to present this morning's announcements. But before I begin, I would like to give a shout out to Reverend Mike for his beautiful and powerful and uplifting talk this morning. Thank you so much, Rev Mike. I want to let you know that your dedicated Board of Trustees has been monitoring the COVID-19 situation as it relates to our beloved community and our ability to hold in-person celebrations. Out of an abundance of caution and in compliance with the current Pennsylvania regulations, we will continue to live stream our Sunday celebrations at least through February. Of course, we will keep everyone informed as the situation continues to unfold. Do you have social media experience and an hour per week to help increase our online presence? We need people with experience in these areas. Posting to local newspapers, posting to Facebook, Meetup, Instagram, and other platforms, gathering analytics, and tech support. For more details, contact Tina Richards at 267-773-9773 or email Tina at tr_richards@yahoo.com. If you like to connect with other like-minded folks for some inspiration, learning, and sharing, we are offering a new class and a new workshop on Zoom, in addition to Rev Mike's ongoing Science of Mind textbook study group on Zoom each Saturday from 9:45 to 11 a.m. You can jump in anytime for this free love offering class. If you'd like to join in, just email Rev Mike at revmike@cslphilly.org, or you can call him at 760-828-7698. He would love to welcome you. Cheryl Macklin is offering another 4-week love offering workshop entitled The Power and Grace of Prayer and Blessings. This inspirational and reflective workshop invites you to experience the spiritual practices of prayer and blessings. It starts tomorrow, Monday, February 1st from 7 to 8:45 p.m. And there is only one spot left. So if you'd like to join, email Linda at admin@cslphilly.com today. Would you like to be a miracle maker? Dr. Maxine is offering an 8-week accredited Science of Mind class entitled Shortcut to a Miracle: How to Change Your Consciousness and Transform Your Life. In this class, you will learn to experience success in all areas of your life, whether it's health, career, prosperity, and relationships. The classes begin on Tuesday, February 23rd from 6:30 to 9 p.m. A few years ago, Dr. Maxine offered this class for us, and I took it, and it was very, very powerful. It really is life-changing. I hope it's something that you're going to at least check out. And in fact, to register for any of these classes or to get more information, either call the office or email Linda at admin@cslphilly.com. You can also go to our events calendar on our website, cslphilly.org, for all the details. And while you're there, you can also view past Sunday celebration and Dr. Maxine and Rev Mike's daily love notes. And finally, we have returning guest speaker Greg Lavoie with us for our Sunday celebration on February 28th. After our celebration, Greg will give a special workshop on Zoom entitled The Call of Challenging Times, and that will start at 12:30 p.m. Greg will speak about how the chaos of the pandemic year is an opportunity to explore how your own life might grow and evolve as a result of it, whether creatively, professionally, interpersonally, or spiritually. This 3-hour Zoom workshop will be well worth its $25 fee. We have a special registration link, so you need to check out our Thursday e-news or go to our events calendar for February 28th for the link. You can also contact Linda at the office or email her at admin@cslphilly.com. That's it for this week. And as we slide into February, I wish you love and peace and joy and vibrant health and prosperity. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste, beloved Elise. You are awesome. What a delight. She just smiles with her eyes besides her beautiful smile and her big, wonderful, warm heart. Thank you so much, Elise. And now we'll have our closing song with Daniel Nahmod, God Makes Me Want to Sing.
Can't help it, God makes me want to sing. I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. Make me feel so good, I can do most anything. I am loving every living thing. I can see the face of God and paupers and kings. Whoa, oh, yeah. We're all precious, no one less or more. We've all got
Wow, that was fantastic. All right, let's go forth with our eyes wide open, knowing that we are part of the greater expression of life, revealing itself by means of us. Let's express that greater idea of life and show God a great time. And so it is.